fellow soldiers of the revolution. I bring you revolutionary greetings this day, the 5th of May 2018. This is AMABO CECILIA BINWI, spokesperson for the AGC. Let me use this opportunity to appreciate you all for your courage, your bravery, and your determination for the fight for the liberation of our homeland. Even though La République du Cameroon continues to invade, harass, and brutalize our people, burn and turn our villages into a war front, you've shown courage and determination in the face of adversity. You've refused to be intimidated by their continuous harassment. Rather, you've shown courage and strength more than ever before to defend your homeland. And for that, I want to say thank you for your bravery. In the past weeks, tensions continue to mount in various communities within Ambazonia, most notably the situation in Munyenge. Continuous killing, indiscriminate shooting in Bello and other parts of the southern zone. All this call for our collective concern. Our compatriots in Munyenge woke up on the 1st of May to witness one of the many arsonist acts perpetrated by colonial forces when they break into their communities, burn down homes, destroy their properties, which also led to the burning to death of a woman in her home while asleep. The carnage in our territory continues to increase on a daily basis. The genocide has become systematic, and we must rise and act accordingly. We have also seen the horrifying images of our young men who were indiscriminately shot at on their legs as they struggled to flee for safety in nearby bushes due to the invasion of their communities by the barbaric blood-sucking forces of La République du Cameroon. Others were shot and abandoned in the bushes to die. But the God over the Ambazonian struggle saved their lives, and today their legs have been amputated. We also witnessed the continuous harassment in Bongé, where soldiers were seen breaking into people's homes, stealing, looting, and also brutalizing and raping the occupants of the home. Women and children were brutally raped within that community. The harassment has become systematic within our territory. We also heard or see the subject of Ndu, who also felt the heavy hand of the colonial forces of La République du Cameroon. We saw images and videos of the colonial forces breaking into their homes, stealing and extorting money from the subject of that municipality. Women and girls of that municipality were also forcefully raped by the regime, colonial forces. We also saw the video of hundreds of our people fleeing from Bafia, from the colonial forces to the bushes due to uncontrollable shooting and killings within their communities. We've also heard of the report of 4 civilians who were brutally murdered by the colonial forces of La République du Cameroon in Ekondo Titi. The acts of intimidation, systematic burning of homes and properties, systematic killings, forceful displacement of people, forceful arrests, detentions, torture, and forced disappearances are all acts that constitute ethnic cleansing. And all these are considered war crimes, crimes of genocide, and crimes against humanity, which are all punishable under international law and by the Geneva Convention. We saw how the colonial forces invaded Libya, set the AGC markets ablaze. We saw them on camera. Let's not forget that Issa Chiroma Bakari, the spokesperson for La République du Cameroon, often comes out to defend these barbaric forces sent in our territory. He often tells the world that the forces they send within Ambazonia is to protect civilians from secessionists, from separatist movements, and not to kill, loot, destroy, or burn down villages, or even to rape our sisters and our mothers. But we had them on camera this time around as they were setting the AGC market on fire. Ambalanders, we will use this against the colonial force. These evidences, we will use it to nail them down before the international law courts. The AGC, as a frontline movement and as a vanguard of this revolution, operates on a tried approach, including targeted diplomacy, community mobilization, and of course, self-defense. Let us not forget that to be recognized as a sovereign and independent state, you need three very important things. Firstly, you need the boldness to declare the independence of your country. Secondly, you need that boldness to defend the independence you've declared. And thirdly, you need a strategic mindset to lobby, to reach out to other nations that will recognize the independence you've declared. On this note, the State Department of the AGC, under the leadership of Dr. Larry Ayamba, has been engaged in vigorous targeted diplomacy, connecting and contacting countries across the globe that will recognize our independence. Meeting and holding talks with European Union's organizations and also with prominent international non-governmental organizations that will facilitate and enable us to hold to account La République du Cameroon for the impunity it has caused in Ambazonia. All these are things that are ongoing behind the scene. And in due time, the result will be made public. We also wish to inform you that the Ambazonian Governing Council, the State Department of the Ambazonian Governing Council, has also created the UMPO Ambazonian Working Group. This working group is going to constitute members of the constituent movements that make up this revolution. This working group will give these people the opportunity to sit and deliberate on matters that concern the independent quest of Ambazonia within UMPO. Also, letters have been sent out to the various constituent movements to send in their representatives to form up this working group. We are therefore encouraging all the constituent movements which have received invitations from the Department of State of the AGC to send in their representations so that they can sit and deliberate on issues that have to do with the Ambazonian independent quest. Let your voice be heard. The readmission of Ambazonia into UMPO is a collective gain for Ambazonians. It's not just for the AGC. So come, send in your representatives and let this group start operating right away. I also want to use this opportunity to thank the Human Rights and Humanitarian Affairs Department of the AGC because they've been doing tremendously well. The department has been fully engaged in supporting our comrades who have been held captive in the dungeons of La République du Cameroon. The department has supported our comrades in the Boya prisons, Bamenda, and that of Yaoundé with food items and basic medical needs. It has also been able to support our comrades who have today been made refugees in Nigeria. I also want to use this opportunity to thank everyone who has been supportive to the department, to continue to help to support the department so that we can reach out to the needs of our brothers who've been held in these various dungeons. Fellow Ambalanders, Romo holds it that the United Nations will soon intervene in the Ambazonian case. I say Romo because I do not have any official statement from the United Nations or its affiliates. However, we have to be on our guard. We would like to remind the United Nations that the people of Ambazonia will be glad to sit and have a discussion with them, so long as the mission is to look or to go into the root causes of this conflict, to correct the mistake they made, and to finish what they left unfinished in southern Cameroon. Let me also use this opportunity to call our comrades back home. Be an informant in this situation. Report to us every human right abuse, human right violations within your communities. When you turn around and you can't find your brother or your sister, register it and let us know. When you see them perpetrating their killings, conducting, harassing, destroying our properties, let us have them on camera. Let us document all these evidences, because this is what we are going to use to nail them down before the international court. We have to archive every atrocity that is ongoing in Ambazonia. Let us have it all in records, and we will use it against La République du Cameroon for the impunity and all the destruction they've caused within our territory. I would also like to remind us that let us beware of the information we circulate on the social media or what we read on the social media and other news outlets. We have to treat such information with due diligence. Filter what does not hold fast to our struggle or that does not promote our struggle. All the false information circulating the social media will do nothing but to derail our struggle and hinder its progressiveness. So on this note, I am calling on all Ambazonians to beware of the information they read on social media. Fellow comrades, I thank you all for your kind attention, and I say, short live the struggle and long live Ambazonia. Thank you all, and God bless you.